I need to get rid of these weeds with less amount of manual labor possible, so that's what we're going to do here in this video. First, I tried using a clear tarp, I think it was 6 mil plastic, covered the area, used boards to hold it down because I didn't have sandbags or staples, and I'm trying to solarize. I'm trying to use the sun to heat up this spot to terminate the grass, the weeds, whatever's growing. Here's what happened. See how there's lanes? The only parts that died back was where those boards were. Everywhere else, that was just the clear plastic. It was just a greenhouse and everything stayed alive. This weed has taken over my garden and it needs to stop. Every part of the stem will regrow a new plant as well as seed itself if it flowers. I bought DeWitt ground cover and I'm using the boards. I have cut the sheets to fit the rows of the garden spaces that I want to terminate that weed and any grass growth. It was very satisfying to cover all of this growth that I wanted gone. So I laid this out July 16th and I wanted it to be during the hot temps. We had 80 to 90 degree weather, so plenty of full sun to help solarize the space. I did overlap the lanes, the rows, the beds, because I didn't want anything peeking through. Even if I had regular crops growing, they weren't going to make it. They weren't on track to being successful, so they got covered as well. We actually got, I think it was 10 inches of rain in 2 weeks worth of time while this garden was covered. I did hand weed in between the popcorn, and then we had 2 different wind storms up to 70-mile-per-hour winds, and the corn, my popcorn was flattened and came back up. Here in the carrots, we have some radish that went to seed. My pole beans haven't even started flowering and making beans yet, and I wanted them to be fully mature to be dried by harvest time, so I'm a little worried. We're running out of time. We have 70 to 80 days until we get our first frost usually. Here's what this side looks like. So again, this is DeWitt Sunbelt woven ground cover is what I used. So now that it's August 1st, we started this July 16th, now it's August 1st, I'm going to take the boards off and just lay them as a perimeter, and I'm going to take up this ground cover and we can see the results. Look at that. So I had onions planted here and they're still in the ground. I didn't pull them before tarping or anything. And we're gonna see if this worked. This was supposed to solarize the grass and the weeds so we could plant it for fall with the less amount of manual labor. I wasn't able to till it because the grass and the weed was going to replant itself by each little piece of root if you chewed it up. I don't have time to hand pull this many weeds, so covering it was our only option, I felt like. I am very happy with the results. Do you see? I mean, look at this. You're seeing what I'm seeing. And now, this is really muddy. Like I said, we've been getting a lot of rain. So I actually let this sit just like this for a whole day to get some sun before I went in and planted it. Now, you're not supposed to plant in mud. So don't do what I did, because you'll see here what I planted. I planted a row of peas along the trellis. This is the green beans row, and then next to that is a single line of kohlrabi. This bed is different brassicas, either cabbage or broccoli with lettuce and beets in the center. This is a bed of carrots. There's 4 rows in here. We have a single row of kale, and then another bed of brassicas and lettuce and beets. Here is our fall garden. It is looking great. I don't have anything covered as far as a mulch at this point because all the grass that I had saved is actually being used in a compost pile, and then the other grass actually blew away. So we have what's left as a mulch is what you see, what we solarized. Last minute decision. In this green bean row, I broadcasted the purple top turnip, and then in the other brassica and lettuce rows, I planted 2 different kinds of radish. because I wanted to just cram more in each bed. I still have that whole other side by the popcorn that's covered. I haven't planted it. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but this feels good. This is going to be beautiful. I can't wait to show you the fall harvest, so subscribe to be notified when I have more garden update videos, monthly tours. It's all happening. We still have our warm crop garden. Let me know in the comments below, have you ever solarized an area because you had just been fed up with it and you needed to get it ready for another planting? Have you ever solarized to prepare a brand new garden? Let me know in the comments below.